Hello, I'm Lois Vallely, Chief Reporter for Money Marketing. I'm here in Harrogate at Money Marketing Interactive, and I've managed to grab Andy Manson from Aegon for 5 minutes to speak about financial wellbeing. Andy, thank you for joining me. So financial wellbeing is obviously a very important topic for financial advisors, but first off, I just wondered if you could define what you mean by financial wellbeing.
I think financial wellbeing simply is about two things. It's about money and mindset. It's about helping clients make the most of the money they've got, but it's also about how we make our clients happier with the money they have and understanding that both of those are equally important.
And how does it fit into sort of financial advice?
I think it's everything. And I think the best financial advisors have always done this. They've always done this. And they've always understood the need to really get underneath both the extrinsic and intrinsic goals that our clients have. But I think at times as an industry, we obsess about financial returns to the detriment of really getting under the skin of what the role of money is in our clients' lives. And for me, in terms of how we move that agenda forward, it's about trying to ensure that across the profession, across the industry, we do an equally good job of actions to kind of maximise the returns that we deliver for our clients, but also that deeper understanding of the role that money plays in their life and how we actually align those plans to the outcomes they're trying to achieve and their underlying relationship with money.
Obviously, mental well-being is a very important topic just generally. So how does financial well-being sort of fit into overall well-being?
I suppose if we kind of unpick financial wellbeing first of all, so the way that we kind of view this at Aegon is there's kind of two dimensions to this: making the most of the money you've got and a series of actions that clients should be taking to make sure they're managing their income, rainy day funds, planning for the future, good view in terms of what they're trying to do around retirement and also kind of building up assets, all good things to do. But alongside it's these mindset actions. And these are areas where, our insight, our research tells us that central to customers, to clients, making the most of their money is their ability to visualise themselves in the future really clearly in terms of not just that they want security or financial freedom in their retirement, but exactly what are they going to be doing, who are they going to be doing it with, when are they going to be doing it, where are they going to be doing it, that they have the right benchmarks. Because if you benchmark the person with the bigger house, faster car as being success, you'll never be happy with money. It's about having a written plan. Writing things down is really important. So, what we find is that getting under the skin of all these behavioural aspects of kind of clients' relationship with money is central to driving kind of financial well-being. And because money is everywhere in our life, it's not an end in itself. It supports the life that we want to live. Actually, there's a very direct link to kind of physical well-being, wider kind of mental well-being. And I see financial well-being as being our industry's opportunity to make a really valuable contribution to how we as a society move towards having more balanced lives.
Obviously, COVID-19 pandemic has affected everyone. How has it sort of changed how clients view their financial futures, would you say?
I think there's probably a couple of different dimensions to that. I mean, clearly, there's huge uncertainty created by it. And whenever there's uncertainty, clients have fear and clients need advice for kind of reassurance. But I think what's been unique about this situation in my lifetime is it's combined, an economic crisis and a public health crisis. And I think that's caused many clients to reassess their objectives in life. And I think that's still playing out. And my reference point for this is very much kind of the 100-year life. I think that was an excellent piece of work, looking at how we as a society are moving away from this idea of the three-stage life where we work and where we educate, we work and then we retire, to far more complex lives where over the course of those 100 years we're constantly in and out of work, in and out of education, accumulating wealth and decumulating for different purposes. So what I see is I think COVID is going to accelerate that trend actually and cause our clients to live far more complex lives going forward, both individually and as part of their kind of family units. And again, I think that represents a massive opportunity for advisors because clients will need support in terms of navigating their way through that. And
what are some of the things that advisors can do to help navigate clients through this journey?
Again, it comes back to the things that the best advisors have always done. There's no kind of magic science here, but I think it's about, starting off with, getting your money organised, getting your finances, kind of under control. But having done that, it's then really getting under the skin of the psychology of the money and what clients are trying to do long term. Really trying to create that clear visualisation of what the client is trying to achieve in the future, their goals and exactly how they want to realise those. Setting the right benchmarks in terms of what they're trying to do. So they're benchmarking, relevant benchmarks to themselves putting in place kind of written financial plans. And as a consequence of all of this, I think we're capable then of delivering our clients better plans, stronger resilience, and actually more confidence and knowledge that they understand that the future is uncertain. But if they've got a plan, they've got the structure, they've got the right thought processes with money around that, then they can face into that uncertainty with confidence. And I think the role of the advisor is absolutely integral in terms of supporting that.
Thanks so much to Aegon for being part of the event today. I just wondered if I could ask you why it's important for Aegon to be part of this live event.
Do you know what? I think it's really important, and I'd like to congratulate Money Marketing for kind of putting the event on, because the last 18 months have been really tough, isn't it? And I know we're kind of adjusting to kind of new ways of working, and there's so many positives in terms of working from home. But from a personal point of view, I certainly miss the physical contact. I miss being out and about with clients. And I think as we move forward towards this kind of different type of working going forward, where we balance kind of face-to-face interactions with kind of, a more balanced kind of working from home, I think it's really important we kind of get on with that. And I think this event is representing a fantastic opportunity for us to do that. And certainly it reminds me of how much I love about this industry and how much I love of being on the front line, speaking to advisors and understanding what really matters. And that's something I've kind of badly missed over the last 18 months, having the opportunity to do that physically.
That's great. Thank you so much for joining me, Andy. It's been great to speak to you, and good luck with your presentation this afternoon.
Thank you for having me, Lois.